The leader of an internet doomsday cult who disappeared in Western Australia a decade ago told online followers he was planning a suicide pact involving his partner, 5-year-old daughter and another man, an inquest has heard, reports AAP. However, one of his overseas disciples or so-called servers, a US woman, advised him against it, saying it would constitute murder to involve his child. Gary Felton, a self-styled spiritual leader who went by the alias Simon Cadwell, predicted a looming doomsday or judgment day in several books he sold on his website, AAP reports. However, the 45-year-old had been increasingly despondent about life in posts leading up to disappearing in July 2007 along with his 27-year-old partner Chadil McDougall, 6-year-old daughter Leela and friend Tony Popick. A cruel inquest is being held over 3 days in Busselto this week into what is one of the nation's most unusual missing persons mysteries. No trace of the 4 people has been found since they disappeared. Coroner Barry King suggested to investigator Senior Sergeant Greg Balfour that it was difficult to be sure beyond reasonable doubt that they were dead because of possible sightings, the possibility they left by boat, and Mr. Felton's history of having false identities. Yes, I could not say one way or the other that they were missing persons or deceased, said Senator Sergeant Balfour, who investigated the case. When the group disappeared, they left all of their furniture in the Nannup farmhouse they rented, and their computer and other electronic gadgets. However, they sold their dogs and cars, took all of their clothes, and the house had been cleaned and was spotless, said landlord Elizabeth Crouch. They told numerous people and left a note at the farmhouse stating that they were moving to Brazil to live an alternate lifestyle in an Amazonian religious group. Mr. Felton was described in court as an odd and quiet person who did not have a job, stayed up all night on his computer and slept during the day. He tried to ban Leela from seeing her grandparents, who would poison her, and had a psychological and controlling hold over Ms. McDougall and Mr. Popick, who were described as avid followers and subservient, despite the fact they were hard workers who provided the income he lived off. Senator Sergeant Balfour said Mr. Felton was skilled at manipulating people and had stolen the identity of the real Simon Cadwell, a former colleague in his native UK. The police investigation failed to find any evidence of any of the 4 after their disappearance, including in Brazil. Mr. Popick, and possibly Mr. Cadwell, likely travelled under false names on trains to Kalgoorlie and Bunbury on the same week. Their bank accounts were never accessed. If you or someone you know needs help, you can call Lifeline on 131 114 or Bayard Blue 1300 224 636. Find out why the Silence Breakers were chosen as Times Person of the Year 2017 #timeboy https://jos7zksnw7. Time, at Time, December 6, 2017. Time magazine has named the Silence Breakers, the social movement aimed at raising awareness about sexual harassment and assault, as its Person of the Year for 2017. The movement is epitomized by the #MeToo social media hashtag, through which people made their accusations public and shared their own stories of assault and harassment.